Okay. Here I go, trying this yet again. Time after time, I've been getting soft locks, crashes, GPU failures. It's very hard to do a showcase of this glitch. But it worked. Okay. First things first. Let me clear the skies. Yeah, I'm not supposed to be in Lucis, so not everything is quite loaded. We may have to wait a little bit. That's okay. We don't have to go fast. This is a showcase. No, I want to wait until morning. Beautiful. Okay. If you don't do this, it's going to get dark very fast. So, AMG is enabled, so I can move with the pause screen on. You can attack with your warp strike. That's not the point we're going for right now. Because I was able to warp before the actual cutscene where I break the fins, my map and gear and, this main menu is still available for me. Which is good. It saves us a chance of soft locking. So before we continue, there is a place I want to go. We want to get our friends back, and to do that, we are going to take a detour to Pitios. Now, we are going through a lot of terrain very fast, so you are probably going to get hit with some load screens here and there. When that does hit, should be one here actually. No? Okay, I guess I was going slow enough. I'm not just mashing the warp button to boost forward. Just kind of doing this intermittently. See, the bridge is still despawned. There we go. If I go high enough, the invisible walls won't bother me. There we go. When you see a screen like this, I recommend you just stop your movement altogether. You risk a soft lock otherwise. The game trying to load in front of another load. And it's pretty difficult to be in this state. Not very stable at all. Alright. So it won't load right away, but I'll get there soon. Still not in the normal bounds. Now I am. Alright. See, even though I am just a level 25 character, but I can still take out these level 62s. So much HP. Still able to parry, surprisingly, though it doesn't do anything. Kind of lost track of Noctis there. Confused camera. It's very hard to attack normally. Warp striking is just the easiest, where you lock on and just hold triangle. Taking like no damage either. Anyways, I want to get to Pitios. I'll take my time, I'll find it eventually. Yeah, just be careful with your camera and your movement. It's always safest just to hold square and go from there. Where is the blasted dungeon? That's Rabbitoh, so it should be up here. Oh, there it is. I'm just not close at all. How did I get back here? Damn. Not good with my bearings. Yeah, but I was saying, you hold square, you can just glide like this, very slowly, very safely. If you try to warp forward, there's a good chance you could actually get stuck in a rock. And that's going to soft lock you very easily. So I'm not fully out of a battle, that's why I can't save, but we will fix that as well. Thing is, saving is not very useful, which I'll explain in a bit. So be a little bit careful here, just slowly make your way into the first part of the dungeon. And then try to make your way out. And you can see your party members have returned. This is important because it prevents soft locking when you talk to NPCs. There are cutscenes that will still play out when Noctis is in God mode. You don't want to break that. Alright. So I am now actually going to take a detour to Rabbitoh itself. I think I'll skip over the rocks this time. Save a little bit of time. Dungeon entrance, sorry, should be here. Let's just do this slowly because the camera is going to pan. First time visiting here after all, and don't want to get stuck in somewhere I shouldn't be. Alright. That's done. And now you can see saving is re-enabled. But, and I mentioned this briefly before, you cannot save and reload and hold on to armager mode. That has long since been abolished in 1.23. Or rather 1.30, the version. Okay, no, I don't want to return to rest point. And I can't call my car or anything. But what's the point of calling a car when you could fly, right? So why did I do this? The glitch I've showcased before. Being able to do this with AMG now gives us the potential of involving it into the all hunts category. Moving around like this, a lot faster than dealing with a car and ring luck. Trying to one-shot things. What's the point of equipping anything when, you know, we're a god? Just trying to take it easy because this is probably the second farthest I've ever gone with making a showcase. Controls are being a little bit finicky. Sometimes the invisible wall extends farther in different parts of the map. But I'll get to Hammerhead eventually. But you know what? Before I do that, there is one place I want to stop by. Longwythe. Because while it's good to fly around, we still aren't truly free. So let's increase our freedom. Just sit at a bench. It will seem frozen, but just let it play out its animation. And thanks to this little detour, now we lose collision. Now the grounds, the walls, nothing can stop us from going where we want. The effect can disappear. I think if you enter a dungeon, it will. But for now, we are not going to be venturing anywhere near that. We are just going to head straight to our favorite huntsman, Taka. And let's see how fast we can do this. And I'm not high enough level for that, so we'll circle back here eventually. Alright, where's my first hunt? This way? Let's go. Easy peasy. Hunt complete. Next one. Quests. Back there. Another one down. Quests. Next one.
Careful, don't let him get you. Same to you. Nothing to it.
Sometimes you have to wait a bit for them to spawn, but no problem. But that is that. Now, let's go back to hand those in. The lovely thing about the hunting completions, we don't even have to go to the place where we got them from if we go to any hunter. So, why not just be efficient? Head to Longwythe instead. Where's my guy? There he is. Talk to him through the counter. He will treat them as completed. I do still have to mash through these images and blue boxes, but a fair trade-off for the abilities we have unlocked for ourselves. So far, I'm about 10 minutes in when I started. Next ones. And here we go. Hold R1 to lock on, hold triangle to warp break. I'm at 5,000 HP, I have nothing to fear. Wants me to wait to nighttime, right? Alright, let's hit up a camp. I did mention the controls are a little bit wonky. So you could go back and forth a bit while holding square in order to get the amount of movement you prefer. I think my joystick is kind of snapping back when I don't want it to. It's an acquired skill. Now notice how it's got incredibly dark. So this is because I switched the weather with the camp instead of actually sleeping at a proper campsite. Now, in this state, warp strikes don't work. Get these pesky guys out of the way. I got a summon prompt. That's weird. You know what? I'm afraid if I try that, it will soft lock, so I will not indulge. Go away. I don't know. It is nighttime, but I'm not seeing this this one spawn. So you know what? I think I'll see what happens if I sleep at camp. Got a decent idea where it is. This is a showcase. It's not strictly speaking the most optimal way to do all hunts. I am learning these things for myself. Curious. Still able to retain Noct's animations even in God mode. Okay, I wanted nighttime, didn't I? And even after sleeping, I still don't have to worry about collision. Very nice. Again, ugh. Yeah, for some reason it seems I could attack mindlessly when there are no enemies around. Otherwise I have to spam warp strike. Yeah, but that point warp will not work. I hold triangle, but nothing happens. But if I get out of battle and then walk towards it. Nah, it still doesn't work. Whatever. Whenever you're ready, game. I could go to the other one. It's also a nighttime quest, but I don't think they'll spawn either. These goblins are annoying for not coming out on time.
I think I got a pebble in my shoe. Take it out. Yeah.
Huh. Even holding circle now, it's not really working nicely. I can even save in midair now. Cool. Nah, that won't help me. I also got my food boost from the camp. That's cool. Not that I need it. Anytime now. There we go.
Eyes peeled, mouth closed.
Yeah, a little bit of flashing. That's one of the artifacts of active menu glitch. When you enter your main menu, especially when you're doing anything in Ascension. Okay, done. So we're done with Longwithe. Let us try somewhere else. Let's go to Golden. Whoops. Getting harder to see in the dark, so just help myself out here. More hunts, please. Thank you. Rank 2, lovely. Making progress. So the idea is I'm going to circle to all of them once the first time, see which ones I could do, then start again at the beginning. I didn't really check any guide as to the order to do these. So I'm kind of just going from distant casual memory. Okay, well, bounty's at night, so let's get it now. While I'm here. That's not the one I was looking for, but that's okay. We'll get the other two first, I guess. Yeah, so now my lower level is starting to show a bit. Level 25, I said, right? I slept once, so level 26 now. Yeah, the game won't necessarily spawn two hunts at the same area, so you got to give it a bit of leeway there. Where are they at? There we go. Now, what is my level at this point? I'm surprised that did something. I thought that would be an easy soft lock. Alright, I can't really see where I'm going, so I'm going to switch it to daytime again. Come on. Really? Go down. For a moment I thought my collision returned, but no, it's just the controls being wonky. So close. There we go. Alright, let's take a long detour and head to good old Altissia, where this whole glitch started. While I'm going, I may as well explain how I got this way. So with AMG percent, or the new any percent, you can beat the game going from chapter 1 to chapter 14. Once we do that, we still have the active menu glitch enabled even on the fresh save file. So after going through the credits and creating the chapter 15 file, we select that under a chapter select option and convert the chapter 15 file to a chapter 9 file. We have to go through a bit more cutscenes to actually get to the state we're supposed to meet Camellia for the whole hotel speech and negotiation. But going through that whole ordeal and through the first part of the Leviathan fight, we eventually get into this state, but having the customize menu glitch, we can take it with us back to Lucis. Long story short, that takes about 2.5 hours. And with the all hunts category being about 8.5 hours, if I could, whoops, want to talk to the guy, not read the book. The leader of Mago. Yeah, so if we could do all hunts in under 6 hours, then this would be the new faster route to do, assuming there are no other soft locks. And there are, but I don't know where they are. In which case, we would have to at some point save before we attempt going farther, and just continue with without this armor mode. So one major hurdle right now is going to be Castle Mark, so I'm going to try and save that for last if I can help it. Another hunt that is going to give us major issues would be Adamantoise, for instance. We will not do good damage in armor mode. You are much better off using the ring, but you cannot use the ring when you're in this mode, so we will have to dispel it. I think everything here is in the night. Alright, Altissia is not that big, especially when we have no collision and we're on God mode. So to stop the game from panic loading, I think I'll just hover there. One down. Next one. Thankfully the game is loading them easily. Whoops. Where are they at? Come on, Noctis. You have to have a bit of a semblance of getting back in bounds. Otherwise you just can't lock onto the enemy. Wait a second. No, that's the wrong one. Doesn't require much thought, but then again, neither did the ring. This might have been at the same spot where the hecatons were. Alright. So we are done with Altisha. So you know what? Let's do this the short way. And thanks to AMG, God mode, and while being able to do anything in the air with no collision, I can even return to rest point. So here we are. Don't need to fly over the ocean. Okay, what's next on the list? There is one. Oh, looks like I got my collision back. Yeah, I did. Okay, well, I know how to get it back away. So, time to use the trusty bench. If I could line myself up. Ah, I don't want to get stuck in a building. Okay. At first it wasn't working. I think I was just badly positioned. Okay, collision back off. Now we are free. Um, so before I was panicking there with my wonky controls. Oh, that's the cutscene for the third fort. Better let it play out. If I want to get the Regalia F, but hey, at this time I am the Regalia F. Anyways, it's entirely possible I'm just going to enter some useless gas stations because I don't have it memorized where all the hunts are. But we'll find out the hard way. Oops. Completing the Altisha ones, very nice. I plan on continuing this until I actually soft lock or break or something happens. So I said Castlemark is tricky. Yes. Adamantoise tricky as well. Yes. I have soft lock by going to Wiz too early. I think that was just an artifact of me dashing through instead of approaching him slowly, like I should be with square if I really want to avoid soft locking. So I will try to leave Wiz for the last roundabout check in Lucis before I circle back to Hammerhead. See if I could get the rank 2 and higher hunt. Oh yes, I'm quite tough. These are all daytime, that's convenient. Where am I going? Straight to the icon. Whoops, too far. Little too far. Bring on the next one. Be careful about how far you go underground, because a lot of dungeons do extend that way. So you don't want to accidentally lose your boundless collision while being stuck underground, because, well, then you can't really escape. Thanks, Iggy. Not a soft lock, which is good. It was only 3, right? Okay. So where's the next one that is not Wiz? Guess there's one near the disc. I'm just gonna follow the roads. not quite ready for Lestalem. Could think of two that are around this way. Might get that level 14 quest. I don't think there's anything here. I have to go inside a diner, don't I? That's a mini fort. I think this one might have some hunts. There's the level 14 thingy. Better let that play out before I try to interact with this guy. Nope. So after this, I think there's something in Tailpar. You know what? Even if I am a low level, because I'm doing all these hunts, I'm still getting EXP. So I don't have to sleep at a camp. I could go at a hotel, right? Golden Key with all my gil, just ×2 the EXP. I might be in God mode, but I still have stats and I want to improve them. Nighttime, eh? Okay, well, thankfully hunts let us fast forward time. This is going to be interesting. The 3 Necromancer is quite a challenging one from the casual side of things. Alright, let's see what these guys can do. Just gonna hold triangle. Like, my party members can die, but I'm looking at my HP and it's not moving. Which is odd, because during the Leviathan fight, you can absolutely lose HP. Not gonna bother parrying anything. I don't want to get into an accidental soft lock. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Yeah, consequence of being in the dark. Can't really see where you're going. Sometimes you have to sort of refresh your strike rate. Something interrupts you, but no big deal. Alright, cool. So, I can't see where I'm going on the map, but at least I can make a marker as to where to go. Map. Where's Tailpar again? Over. No, that's Cape Kayam. I think it's over here. This way. I think I got it right. Nice. And in my hunts, go for the next. If I can aim properly. Ah, man, I try to go backwards and I go forwards. Like, there's no soft touch option. Consequences of being a god. You can't talk to mortals easily. There we go. I don't think there's a sensitivity option in this game. Okay. Got another 2 here. Daytime? Okay. It should be able to prompt me to push the time. and it hasn't. Fine.
I'll be rooting for you.
I'll be the
Check it out. What is it?
I'll be the good citizen of Lucis. Yes, I can't pick up stuff, but I want to talk to the hotel character. Make it daytime. So close.
Hello there, boys, and welcome.
Oh yes, another warning. Along with saving and resetting, don't call Umbra. That also gets rid of Armiger mode. No reason you have to. Can't get to Niflheim, and Altisha we just fly to. Oh, this place has a bonding cutscene. Okay,
So, what's
show
new?
off.
Just chilling.
Quite literally.
Cool.
I want to be alone. Get out of here. I have no time for mortal qualms.
Right now. Need some space? Oh, sorry for intruding on knock time. Well, I'll head back then. Night. Yeah, night.
Anyways, where are the girls? This way. There are 3 benches in the game, so you don't have to go to the one in Longwhite. But if you want to return to Rest Point and it's nearby, go for it.
No big deal.
Quarrels can't petrify me. No casting death.
Nothing to it.
Thankfully, the enemies are spawning quite nicely. Biggest problems were the ones in the nighttime. Okay, so that's tail part. Let's try... Dang it! Stop it. Let's try Old Lestalem next. Fair warning, try to stay away from going deep in the crag. There is a death plane there.
Welcome to the original Crow's Nest Diner, where it all began. Trust you've worked up an appetite.
So I guess after Old Lestalem I can
I thought I couldn't
go to
get
the
away.
normal Lestalem?
On your way somewhere? Or dare I hope here is that somewhere? It's all yours.
Yeah, another nighttime one. Okay.
All right.
Yeah, I'll wait for night this time.
Kenny and I pray for your success.
Starting to get quite a bit farther away from me. There we go.
Not a fan of mushy desserts.
Okay.
Well, time to call it a night. Another night outdoors.
I might have mentioned it already, but you cannot drive the Regalia right now. It's possible if you do some safety things. I can't remember what they are because it kind of changed depending on what patch we were on. I don't remember what we did for 1.30, which is the most current version. So this one wants daytime. And I don't remember where a campsite is around here. There's one.
I hate it.
Nope, bad angle. You can also sort of dash by this and interact quickly, but the timing is tough. Kind of a distant camera here, but no complaints. Okay, that should be all of them. So next up, heck, if I'm all the way here, let me just go to Rabbito. Strange, I don't see it on my HUD. Anyways, I know where I'm going. Where's the dude? Should be a guy that gives me hunts here, shouldn't there? Or am I mistaken?
Welcome, boys. Looks like you could use a good meal.
Yep, it's this guy. I wasn't sure.
That was no mean feat. Well done.
I should be keeping count of which ones I did. Rather, which buildings I visited.
That was no mean feat. Well done. You boys hungry? Want to put your skills to the test? It's in your hands.
All times, very good.
This one, then. Don't get hurt.
Oh, there we go. Now I took some actual HP damage. Certainly nothing to be worried about. Where's the next one? Are they the scorpions? No, they're the wasps. Well, working through it. Okay, so theoretically, if you get them all in one ring cast, yes, that's faster. But then you have to go through the effort of going back to the car and then going back to the guy. Like anything, there are advantages and disadvantages to the method. Okay, so let me head to Lestalem finally. I think there are 3 different hunt NPCs I have to talk to. I can only think of where 2 of them are, though. Going the wrong way. Let's be a little bit careful. That's the back of the Incinerus plant. Sure, I have no collision, but let's not be a hero. Okay, so there's one in the middle. Is there one over here? I don't know if he does hunts. Stop it, Gladio. Ah! Nice, so this is the 3rd guy. Cool, so I'm going to try and pile them on. I think I'm allowed a maximum limit of 10 hunts at a time. Rank 4. Certainly making progress. I'm thinking of how I'm going to handle the zoo, because that involves a lot of cutscenes too, so it's a high chance of soft locking as well. What? There's no hunts on this guy. I got fooled. So where's the 3rd guy? This guy certainly won. Should have been able to speak to him there. Oh my gosh. I hate this. Every little thing is bugging me. There. I tried to do a flyby. Oh my gosh. Forget about doing 10 at a time. I'm just gonna do them all here. And then come back. Yeah, I'll wait for nighttime. Oh no. That's gonna be a crash. GPU crash. Okay. Well, you know what? This was a good wrap. A good summary of what can be done. So I'm gonna call it there. My game has been having problems for months, so the point was just to showcase this as the future potential of all hunts. Try it out for yourself and let me know what you discover.